I be jamming to my own countdown music.
All good. It's all good.
So what's up? Happy Wellness Wednesday to everybody out there. This is your girl Qadriyyah Marie, host of On the Queue with Qadriyyah Marie. I have another special guest tonight. We actually haven't spoken in a while. We stay in touch all the time through social media, but since I've left and moved, from New Jersey, we haven't been able to, I guess, keep in touch as far as in person.
Right, right.
So, if you would like to introduce yourself, I think you're pretty good at doing that. So I'm going to let you do your thing, Amir.
I appreciate it. So my name is Amir Kinsler. I am the founder and CEO of Angel Lite Productions and the co-owner of Menswear Unlimited, a fashion brand boutique store out in Linden, New Jersey. So, young entrepreneur, man, we making it. We going to the heights and allowing God to take lead and take control of everything.
That's right. And that you mentioned God, and I noticed you do post that often, like on your Instagrams when you post things. And I've started, doing that too. And I think that's important, to always incorporate, some higher being.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think is,
Yes.
always beneficial.
Right. For me, that is the driving force of my business.
Hmm.
What we do at Angel Light is, videography and photography, and
Hmm.
like that's just what it is. And our quote, our self quote is having God first, no limitation is your guide
Mm,
direction to extraordinary success. So,
yes.
if you keep God first and you have no limitation on yourself, no cap, no ceiling, you can
Mm,
to a different type of height if you want to. Um, it's phenomenal how just media and movies plays a part in our life. I was actually watching
hmm.
the Equalizer, the first Equalizer, a few days,
Hmm.
kind of checking it out, and I had seen it already, but it was a portion in the movie where the young lady was like, you don't want to know my world, like my world is bad,
Mm,
and Denzel said, well, change your world. So it really kind of clicked something in my mind, because if you're thinking about a lot of different things that you're going through, and you say,
right.
like, yo, my area is bad, my this is bad, and you change it. I mean, do the best that you can to change that, or make that effort to change it. And once you get to that point to where you can understand change, then different things in your life will begin to manifest itself.
Mm. I think that's big to say because I think some people actually feel like they're stuck wherever they are, based on their circumstances,
Right.
and they actually don't foresee change.
Right. A lot of people get, like, you can get stuck where you are just by like staying there. And it really
Mm,
starts with your mind. You have to have a different type of mindset, because if you're like, I want to be this millionaire and I want to be this, you got to do the things that,
mm,
millionaires do. I mean,
yeah,
you gotta work when you don't want to work.
yeah,
You gotta grind when you don't want to grind. You gotta be up early in the morning, late at night. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like,
right.
that's my daily process. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I'm up, like, I'm gonna I'm gonna leave here. You know what I'm saying? And go in the house, and I'm gonna grind, and I'm gonna
hmm.
work till about 10, 11, and then I'm gonna.
Wow,
It may even go farther. I think like 2 nights ago, I was up until like 2 in the morning doing some editing.
wow,
I had to get right
right,
up at 7 in the morning to get this thing moving. Especially if you're an entrepreneur.
right.
If you're an entrepreneur and you don't have that background, that go gettingness, you ain't gonna make it. So for
No,
me,
you're not.
have to get up. If I don't get up in the morning, like, I'm not gonna make money. I'm not gonna eat. Rent ain't gonna
Right.
eat. So I gotta get up and I gotta grind. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep pushing. But you can get
Hmm.
stuck in that place. But it's up to you to decide how long you want to stay there. So if you want to be in that
Mm,
where, like, yo, I live in the hood, and I'm good with living here, then you good staying there.
hmm.
You're never gonna do
That's
anything
true. Yeah.
saying. You got to want to do something different in order to make that change that you want. And if you keep doing the same thing and getting the same results, that's literally
Right.
up in the dictionary. It's a level of insanity. So you're
Yeah.
literally insane, because you're not.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
Yeah. I think we have a comment. Eric Johnson, he said 100. He has different emojis, so
I
he's
appreciate
definitely
you.
feeling what you said, and I definitely am, as well. And I'm starting to be. It's like I always believed that, but now I'm starting to believe it even more because now I'm venturing more into entrepreneurship. So
Right,
you really got to, like you said, grind. It's an everyday thing. It's not just once a week or on the weekends.
right.
You even if you're working, a 9 to 5 job, you still got to incorporate some time daily in order to pursue whatever your passion is.
Right. And it's and honestly, like that's just what it is. It's you taking you taking that opportunity to say, yo, this is what I want to do. And if this is what you want, like go get it. Like
Right.
I can't I no longer where I'm at in my life to be to where I'm going to sit around and wait
Mhm.
for somebody to do something. Like
Mm.
you don't want to do it, fine. I do it by myself. So I can't be there. And a lot of us, especially young Black African Americans, men and
Right.
women, we get to the
Mhm.
point where we can't take another step unless somebody else is there. That doesn't
Mm.
wait to me anymore. It used to. It was at to a point to where I'm not gonna go that, I'm not gonna do this because
Mhm.
that person isn't there. Or I'm not gonna go on
Wow.
because I gotta have people. Like I'm learning more and more now that being by myself and being able to challenge myself to new ventures, new
Mhm.
avenues, and go to different places by myself, I'm putting that work,
Mm.
and the longer I continue to keep putting that work in, I'm going to just thrive and thrive and thrive on everything that I want. It's not going to be anything different, so
Right.
push. I gotta push. And
Push.
for me, I'm a anybody that knows me, I'm a church boy. I love the Lord, and I will
Yes.
say I
Yeah.
believe, in the Trinity, the
Mhm.
Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Jesus is super dope. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And
Yes.
that's me.
That's
Like,
right. Tell it. Say it. Yeah.
but Jesus is super
Mhm.
dope, and God has been amazingly phenomenal
Mhm.
to me, and He has been
Yeah.
blessing me and showing me more and more each day about who I am, about what I
Mhm.
have, how a lot of things are obtainable, and He's also
Mhm.
blocking certain things, the things that I may want to get into.
Mhm.
Like, no, that's not good, and then me sitting back and realizing, like, yo, those situations really were horrible, and I'm
Mm.
it was blocked out of my way. So, like I said,
Right.
Angel Light Production, we live off that quote: having God first and no limitation is your guide and direction to
Yes.
success. You know, but to go
Yeah.
into Angel Light Production. Angel Light Production again is a
Yeah.
media production company. We specialize
Okay.
in videography and photography. Um, we do anything from corporate videos, corporate planning. It's not corporate planning, but we do, how should I say it? I'm trying to get my wording correctly.
Mhm.
Pretty much anything under the sun, music videos. If you want to do reels for your business, this is what we also
Right.
do, and
Okay.
videography and photography in it. We definitely
Mm.
make sure that we're doing the best that we can in our product. Um, we have a fully functioning website, angellightproduction.com. So if anybody is interested, you're welcome to go there. But I started
Yeah.
Angel Production in high school, believe it or not.
Wow.
It was like
Wow.
2001. I had the name.
You ain't supposed to be giving away too much, age and thing. I guess it's different for men. Y'all don't care.
I don't listen. I don't care. Listen, I'm 38, and I still look a little fly, in my opinion. To be 38. I was taught I don't look 38, but but we
Yeah,
started.
I don't think we look. None of us look our actual age, but that's a testament to
Yeah,
keeping yourself up too.
man, I got to. Self care is
Yeah.
everything, man. Self care, you got
Yes.
to do it. You
Yes.
got to do it. But we started in
Mhm.
2001, and just it was a name, and then it actually became something important to me because my uncle had died the year before.
Mm.
And
Mm.
he was before I ever picked up a camera or wanted to direct or do films and broadcasting or film or anything video.
Mhm.
I was a musician, played the
Wow.
piano,
Okay.
I was singing, I sung in church. I had friends that we rocked with. Shout out to the drum lords, names, Mills, everybody, Vince. We started there, and then when he passed, I lost the passion for the music and the passion
Mm.
to play the piano and write and create. you know um,
Okay.
I got friends right now. Like one of my friends is on my live right now, and she'd be like, "I want you to sing. I want you to sing." So um, I just kind of lost the passion for that. But now, I've taken Angel Light Production and I've created it and made it real. And it's a fully functional company, LLC. We've been LLC since 2019, and
Mm,
we've been grinding. I've had my company all these years, and everything since 2019 has been an elevation.
right. It's
Brand
just
new
right.
website, new filters, new, the way I'm doing
Mhm.
everything is all brand new. And where I am now is I'm taking um, the media side and I'm just taking it up a notch. Like I don't want the normal.
Mhm.
I want corporate stuff. I want stuff that keeps, continuous revenue.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I understand that.
you could do videos all day. You know,
Right.
clients do pictures. You could do that all day. But when you're locked into a company that will be able to now pay
Mhm.
you to do what you love, it's not a job anymore. It's just, this is what I do. So
Right.
that's what we're
Mm.
working hard to do. Just get our foot into certain doors and build out the brand and just build out who I am as a person. I told myself
Yeah.
last year, I've been an entrepreneur for what since January. But I told
Mm. Well, congratulations.
thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, thank you. I told myself I will never work for somebody else unless it's
Mm.
my field. If it's
Right.
field of videography and photography, production, I work for somebody because
Right.
I'm doing what I love to do.
Right. That's true.
After that, I'm not working for anybody else. Like it's over. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to make somebody else rich when I could put that same work in
Mhm.
to making myself become successful and become who I want
Right.
to be. You
And
know,
that's what you're doing. You're a living testament.
right? Right.
Latoya says, "Amen."
I appreciate
Yes,
it. Really
sister. Yes.
appreciate it, man. Listen, make sure y'all log in. But it's been
Yeah.
amazing how God has been able to really elevate me, to being an entrepreneur
Mm.
all these months and being able to uh,
Right.
have everything I have and doing what I'm doing. It's phenomenal.
Mhm.
It's phenomenal. I love it. I love
Yes. Thank you, Lord. Mm.
um and I
Mm.
just love the journey that I'm on. The journey that I'm on is just amazing. It's allowing me to meet a whole bunch of different plethora of people.
Right.
It's allowing me to kind of tap into my skills, my talents, and just who I am as a person. So in
Mm.
production, that's how we got started, and we've been rocking ever since. Man, we first got started. You were
Mhm.
one of my clients. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
we
I was gonna say we go back a while, both being in media and media production.
right, right,
Um, because I love videography as well. I haven't gotten into photography as much, but definitely videography and being in front of the camera, a host.
right.
So I appreciate both sides of it, behind and front of the scenes. So, but
And
yeah, I
that's
definitely was a client, and I still am. I haven't worked with you in a while,
right.
but that doesn't
We're
mean I
here.
don't
We
plan to work with you in the future.
exactly. I mean,
It could be
we're here.
next week. I could be calling you up because I know how professional you are.
Thank you.
And as a person, especially your faith and just your work ethic. What I'm saying? You're very good at working with others, and some people don't have those skills.
Right. Thank you.
We're working with clients of all types.
Right. It's one thing that bothers me about a lot of our people, our African American
Mhm.
people. We just don't put that like it pays to just be professional, and it pays for
It
you to
really does.
like
Yeah.
turn it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
Right.
can't get it the way you used to. You can't do what is normal. You gotta step it up a
Yeah.
and you gotta step it up to where like people now can say, yo, this business right here is it's a lucrative business. It's able to go to the next level and you can push all that, but just by just being professional. So we try and we thrive ourselves on just being professional and trying to make things easy for our clients. We try to have a great
Hmm.
turnaround. We try to give you the best products. We work with some of the top of the line cameras and equipment. It's just it's
Right.
amazing. We try to up the bar as much as we can, and we're still learning. We still learning a lot. Like
Yeah.
still learning a
It's
lot.
a lot to learn.
Right?
It really is. No matter how long you've been doing it, it's still a lot to learn because things change in the industry.
Right. I mean, it's a. Whew, I can begin to tell you like it's
Yeah.
a lot of uh in this type of industry, man. It's a lot of funnies, and I say funnies like funny
Right.
people. You get to
Funnies. I'm gonna use that one. The funnies.
right, so
Yeah.
funnies, but
Mhm.
you got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing, and for me, I try my best to allow my character to speak for myself.
Oh yeah.
Not I'm not the best out here, but my strive and my thrive is to be
Mhm.
of my own. Uh,
Right.
just recently I
Mhm.
was blessed to have an opportunity. I worked for MTV, interning for the
Yeah.
VMA, and it
Yeah.
was
I saw your post, and I was like, wow, that's a big step.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was amazing. It was amazing how we were able to kind of just like build something from that, and
Mm.
from getting into MTV and starting to grab these connections, it was like,
Right.
like this is starting to move in a great direction. So
Mm.
that's what we're doing. We look forward to hopefully, Lord willing, doing it again next year. And we didn't even do any videography and photography. We're just on the production side of it.
Okay.
The
Right. Okay. I was gonna ask you that. What did you participate in?
Yeah, I was
Right.
actually a PA, production assistant. So,
Mhm.
help build and grind and push and push. So it was amazing on
So
how
you was right there, and
yeah, I
pretty
was
much in the front lines as a PA.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was there. We saw
Wow.
everybody. I mean, like from Diddy to L Cool J to
Wow.
Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Megan. Like, oh my gosh, she is Lord.
You're in love now.
Hey, yo, look, man, I love Black women. It's about y'all. Y'all different. Y'all different. I was playing in the kitchen when he made y'all. But man, this is like
Yeah.
everybody there was really nice. It was just a great atmosphere. It was a really great
Right.
atmosphere.
Yeah, because I saw your post, and I was like, it was very official, and you look like you was about your stuff.
Yeah, man, was
You
having.
know.
It was funny because when I took the picture, I took
Hmm.
that picture like 2:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And I'm like half dead. And like it was me and about two or three other people, and we're breaking
Mhm.
stuff down. And I'm like, yo, like I gotta take a picture because when we first started, you can't take any pictures or video. You're not allowed to
Okay. Right.
until the show is
Hmm.
completely over. So we
Yeah, I get that.
like post stuff, and I kind of even got the game. I wish I would have been able to. I wish I would have taken like pictures of how it looked before everybody came in, and it was like
Right.
onium. Like I was there from
Wow.
my call time was about 3 o'clock. I was there from 3 o'clock to
Hmm.
5 that morning. And
Mm.
we were I was working. We was working. We was getting it in.
Working,
Going.
and it was probably fun to you, even though it was
It was.
work.
Like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, we had to go get food for some people, and the people we had to go get food for, and what
Wow.
as far as that and how that works, like the business side. And I was able to even
Hmm.
kind of rub some elbows with some top executives that were in
Mm.
the industry and able to kind of like say, "Hey, what's up?" So it was
That's
amazing,
cool.
amazing. So I really enjoyed the
Yeah.
experience. The experience was amazing.
I think that's important too, because whether you getting paid or not, it's like the experience of it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? That you can just get from just being there.
right. And it's
And I think some people overlook that. A lot of younger folks overlook that,
yeah,
because I'm like,
dude.
even being in a room with these people actually does something to you.
Right. I mean, TD Jakes has a saying. He said, your gifts will get you in the room, but your faith will keep you there. And
Mm.
like for me,
Damn.
I'm just understanding like
Mm.
my
Mm. Mm.
get me in any room. Your gifts can get you in any
Yeah.
room you go to, in
Mm.
any room, but your faith has to keep you there, and your faith
Mm.
be built on what your work ethic is. Are you going
Right.
to work hard? Are you going to be on time? Are you going to be arrogant? I mean, we even
Yeah.
had a guy who he was a PA. He has much more experience than I have, and they fired
Hmm.
him like within the third or fourth week. You know,
Mm.
because you just didn't want to do what everybody else would do. And I'm like, that's fine. But for me, I knew what my purpose there was. I wanted to start at the
Right.
ground level, being a PA. Then I want to move up to the technical side, touching the camera, some audio,
Right.
dealing with that, and then I want to jump from there and get into the executive side, because I want to be the person that can call the shots. Like, yo, we need to have this, we need to have that. Hire these people, hire. Like, that's where my end goal would like to be. I want to gain experience in this whole level to get that executive spot to where I can say, you know what, let's hire, let's hire, on production so they can get on and do live interviews on the red carpet.
Right. You want to get in that executive spot.
Right. I want to be the executive. I want to be the, that guy that makes those things to push the button to be able to help young podcasters like yourself and others, the videographers that are hungry. And I want to get it. Like, what do I have to do? If I got to be there all night, if I got to do this, you got to be like, you got to be hungry. And for me, like, I'm so like, I got to go get it, and I'm not going to stop until I get to that point.
Right. And I want to point out, because I know you mentioned your age at 38, and I'm the same age, by the way. I'll admit it to everybody. I'm the same age. I know I'd be saying I'm 29 for the 10th year, but all right, it's out the bag now. But I definitely hear people our age and younger complaining and saying they're too old to go after. They don't want to start at the bottom no more. They want to jump right to the executive without having done anything, before that.
Right.
And I said, well, you're not going to just get to that spot without putting the effort in. You know what I'm saying? And you can't look at it as I'm too old to do it, because as we know, people have started things at all different ages. Right. We see celebrities right now. We didn't hear them when they was 18 and 20, 25. Some of them we didn't even see till they was our age, 4 years old. They didn't actually get their big breaks until they were older, until they was ready, I would say.
Right. And
so it's God's timing on that.
Right. You said it best. Like, they weren't ready. And,
weren't ready.
Like I'm not worried about my age. Like, I'm 38. I'm single. I don't have any children.
Right.
My god kids, which I love them dearly, but
I'm
not worried about my age. And to be in an executive spot, I can go out and get the degrees and walk into that position. But for me, it's difficult to say I can be an executive at MTV, BET, Paramount, Viacom,
right?
And you be in those high positions, but not know what the people under you actually
not know
they function. What's the actual pay for the PAs? What are the PAs actually doing?
Right.
For the cameramen, how do we what's the price? How does all these other moving parts work? And I feel like if I start where I'm starting right now, and I gradually grow and start gaining connections and gaining knowledge on the business and the other side and technical side of where I want to be, when I get there, it's like, oh, well, look, I already know how the PAs do, versus the executive that's sitting across from me who's never been a PA, who had bachelor's, master's degrees, PhDs, doctorates. He got all of that. He or she all of that. But all I have is just, my associate's degree and my bachelor's. So but I have the experience to tell you that this is how the technical team is going to work. They're going at this time, and they're going to break that thing down, and they're going to be out of there, and we can have them on a plane at our next location, and we can do I want to be able to know those functions, because I feel like if I know those bottom functions, if I'm in a position, I'm more valuable because I know how all of that stuff versus I'm a good executive and I know how to make money and I know how to and thrive it, but I know how all this works. I know how it works. I know how it gets paid. Like, I know it, and that's what I want to know. I want to be able to lock in to those things that most people, they won't do it. Even at being at the VMA, other PAs that's just what they do on a regular. They take different gigs at the gigs. Some of them travel.
Right. Wow. Okay. I didn't know it's like that you can just be at different.
It's like
locations. Yeah.
They have a goal of moving up. It's fun.
Right. You gotta well, that's what you said. Goal.
Right.
You gotta actually have a vision where you plan to go at.
Right. Like, this is it for y'all. Yeah. What y'all want to do? Like, hoping that one of these companies will just hire you to do exactly that. But like, you can't want to, some people do, like, they just rather freelance for the rest of their life.
Right. Yeah.
I need something sit on. Like I
Sit
just
on. Yeah, I agree with you. That's the freelance is fine on the side and for a while, but eventually, like you say, you want to get to that executive spot.
right. And like I said,
Yeah.
even if I'm not to that executive spot, my prayer is that if I'm not in the executive position, that I'm in a
Mhm.
position to where I can keep an income and I can create something
Yeah.
legacy for my
Mhm.
future son or my daughter, or even just for my god kids if I don't have any children.
Right.
So
Mhm.
that's what I want to do, and that's just where I have to be. You
Well,
know.
I definitely you can see that because you're already in the process. Well, you already been to me. You already been in the process since 2001. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's just things are just starting to like reveal themselves pretty much. You know what I'm saying? All your hard work is starting to show. And that's another thing, having patience. Because it can take years to get to where you feel like you want to be at your next level. It
Right.
may not happen in 6 months or a year. It can actually be a 10, 15, 20 year of 20 years of actually putting in that time
Right. And that's
and those connections and building your work ethic up.
mhm.
Because when that time comes, as you know, when God is saying you ready for these blessings, you better be ready for them
I mean,
because they're going to come big.
you have to be. I mean, you just have to be. And a lot of us, we have the tendency to pray and be like, God, I want this and I want that.
Hmm.
And when you get it, you fumble the bag. Really,
Yeah.
my prayer lately has been, God, you know what I want, but prepare
Mm,
to receive it. So when I get
mm,
and I know how to maintain it. We could all
yeah.
say, yo, what we would do with $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Or like if I gave you
Right.
$1, what you would do? Oh, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing
Hmm.
that. But what happens when them taxes come around? You got to pay them taxes. What
Right.
happens when the more money that you make, the more taxes you have to pay,
Right.
or that you have to grind, and now you got to worry about, yo, yeah, you got $3 million in the bank, but the government is taking some of that because now you're in a different tax bracket. You're not in the same.
That's true.
So what do you do every year with that money? You got to put it somewhere. But if you don't know
Right.
where to put it, if you don't know how to adjust your finances, if you don't know the background about your finances, your credit, like
Hmm.
you stuck. Like you could
Yeah.
toe up from the flow up.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
that's the problem that we have to begin to educate ourselves on. Like as black people, we need to educate ourselves on credit, educate ourselves on how
Well,
you know,
that's a big thing.
move
Yeah.
it's money. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Trump been moving money like it's water for years. Like, and y'all didn't catch him. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not say it was right or wrong, but we gotta have to start moving in a different place and saying, hey, you know what?
Right.
I want to take this to this level and making it happen.
Hmm.
Just doing it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta work
Yeah.
hard to do it.
And I think that's it. It's just actually working hard.
Right.
And it's a lot of laziness and like you say, arrogance and this entitlement that
Right.
people have without putting the work in. And
Exactly.
it's like you see people at a certain level, but you don't know what they did to get there.
Right. Look, you gotta work. You got you gotta work. Like
Exactly. No matter if you have a famous
behind me.
sibling, you still gotta work.
Exactly. Like I'm here at my store right now. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
he's at the store. Y'all heard that, right? He's in his. We're gonna talk about that in the next minute or so. But he's in his actual store, so we can get this interview and talk.
yeah, listen,
Not even he's not even home right now.
right. I stayed here, because we closed at 7. So, look, I'm here to lock the door,
Right.
and I'm grinding. And this is a normal for me. There's a lot of times I would
Yeah.
stay, stay at the store and just trying to, clean up, make sure I wipe
Right.
everything down. Like, this is what you got to do. Like we got to make sure stuff looks good, it's organized. Like I'm really doing a big flip in here as it is. So the back area of the store, like I'm really cleaning it up so we can become more organized and effective and efficient. So that when
Hmm.
clients in or whatever, we get people that come in and we want to make sure that you're comfortable getting dressed and everything. And that's a whole process. It's
A
a
whole
whole
process. And I'm glad you brought that up because I do want to get into the Menswear Unlimited. How that got started? What was the switch from, or not even a switch because you are still doing your videography, but
Yes.
what made you get into men's clothing?
Right. So one of my good friends, one of my best friends, my brother, he started
Mm-hmm.
this business, and
Mm-hmm.
at the time I was launching a brand new website, which is not the website I had now, but another website, and I was having an event, and he came by, and I asked him, I was like, "Yo, you got a store now?" Because I didn't know, and he,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have this, and I was like, "Yo, this is dope," like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, you could do this and do that. And he came by, he was one of my sponsors. And then about maybe 2 weeks later, he was like, yo, like, let's sit down and have a conversation because you was dropping
Mm-hmm.
nuggets that I really think could work for the store. So, we had a conversation, put it all into play. And maybe 30 days later, we, did a re-grand opening with me as one of the
Mm-hmm.
leaders,
Wow.
and it just worked out. And now we have our slow periods, and we're still learning how to really keep that continuous flow of clients and customers in. But you have
Mm-hmm.
that time. But we've created our slogan here is "Come get fly with us." So I created a slogan.
Oh, okay. Oh, snap.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Come,
Don't get fly. All right.
right, is where you know
Yeah.
come get fly with us, and we try to tailor this for our men. And
Okay.
just how the store looks. It's not that big. It's a small boutique style type of style.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we just have a place to where we cater to the men. So
Right.
had
Okay.
guys that have came in and their wedding process is crazy. So they've came in,
Mm.
got a drink, and they sat on one of our chairs, and
Mm-hmm.
above me is a 60-inch TV. So we throw on a game for them, so they
Right.
can breathe, and we just have contacts with them, and we've had so many different people that have come in here. You could check out our page at Menswear Unlimited. Um,
Yes.
for we have everything from tuxedos, tuxedo rentals, suits, shirts, ties, shoes. Like
Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
style,
Yeah. Head to toe.
So
Yeah.
you got it. So all the ladies that's on, listen. If you
That's
got
right.
or if you got a side piece and you want to get them fly,
Ah,
send them
most
to.
not the side piece.
We're gonna get them fly for you, and we're gonna make sure that you feel comfortable. And one of our things
Mm-hmm.
here at Menswear U is to make sure that we have every man leaving here feeling that
Mm.
they did. You have a lot of guys. We have some guys that were a little bigger, overweight. Like y'all never really wore a suit before, but now they put the suit on. They're like, "Yo, this
Really? Oh, wow. Yeah, I was going to ask you that. How do you deal with men of, different sizes? That's
is
tall, that's big. Like you
this
said, they have a hard time. They're self-conscious and can't find their size, or they worried about how they look. So
right?"
I'm glad to hear that.
We put them together. I mean, if we can,
Yeah.
like sometimes we get like we had one dude. He was like 6'7", 6'8". We didn't have anything for him. You know,
Hmm.
of course we wouldn't be able to style him, but he had some family members that was a little smaller. Like, all right, we could take care of them. So sometimes we're able to,
Right.
sometimes we're not. We're trying to get some more vendors that have that big and tall type of look and more of like
Right.
gentlemen who are bigger.
Hmm.
Be able to style you too. And we even have some females that come
Mm.
in. They'll get a suit. We have a phenomenal tailor that will
Mm.
dice you up and make you look good. So we've had some females that have come and got actual suits tailored to fit them, and
Wow.
they put on their stilettos, and oh my God, magnificent, great and amazing. So
Wow. Okay.
we have that type of thing to where we are locked in that, and we do our very best to make sure that when you leave here that you
Hmm.
smile. We consider you family. You're not just someone that comes in here, so we want to make sure that you come back again. So we treat you
Right.
for the extra mile where other companies don't go. And it's funny because our competition is
Mhm.
right next door. I'm not going to say their name, but they're
Yeah.
right next door. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
They
going
already know who. Yeah.
to, but they're right next door. And a lot of times they'll go next door and they may not get the customer service that they're
Mm.
expecting from the name. And
Wow.
this company's been here for 30 some odd more years, and we've been here like
Right.
6 years. And they'll come here and they'll get that one-on-one time. And what
Mm.
we do is you know, when our men come in, you know, or if we have different men that, you know, come in with your lady and they're like, yeah, we, you know, we're going here, we're going there, you know,
Right.
time just to that man. And that's what we call our menswear experience. You know, the menswear you experience is that we lock in with our men and we get to know you. We learn what you like, we learn what you don't like. And that could take from 30 minutes to an hour. And we do that.
Right. Okay, I see.
And I
Mm-hmm.
personally, as well as my partner, we make sure that we lock in to what you want. Let us know what the colors are for the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Know how you're feeling. Make sure that you can communicate with your bride to be on what
Right.
she may like, and we're gonna put it together,
Mm-hmm.
harness it up. We're gonna make sure you look good. You know, we have a wedding right now that they're locked in, and
Mm.
they loved us so much of how we created and started to curate their style and his style that their wedding is not until next year, 2024.
Mm.
They're locked into us. You know, like, yo, look, we want to do that, and I'm gonna wait, and we're
Right.
gonna and it's gonna be totally amazing how we see it. And this specific
Mm-hmm.
wedding that I have the pleasure to styling this one. It
Mm-hmm.
is going to be totally amazing because the way that
Mm-hmm.
this is not going to be the traditional style suit. Like I'm not going to tell you, but I'm putting
Right.
it together
But
real.
it's gonna be cut
So
fly. Yeah.
right, it's going to be different, and we're
Yeah.
going to put it together. And we've done plenty of weddings. We have it on our Instagram. A lot of times,
Okay.
I don't post from the Angelite page with it, but from my Amir
Mm-hmm.
Kinsler page, you can see some of the styles and some of the things that we've created, and we just
But
make
you actually do the whole styling from top to bottom for
from
people.
top to bottom. I mean, unfortunately, we're not at the. I'm not skilled enough to do like custom building, like you know, but everything.
Right.
We do size you up. We do have different suits that are here, and some suits we may have to order. And if we order a suit, we have it brung in, you know, and then we
Mm-hmm.
put it together for you. We meet up with our tailor. We meet you with our tailor to make sure that everything that we're doing, you know, it fits well. The pants drop how you
Right.
us and our tailor. Shout out to Dion's Couture, Elizabeth, New Jersey. We work
Mm-hmm.
very tight with her, very close. We've been doing business with her for about 4 years now, and the
Mm-hmm.
relationship is amazing. We get you over there, and we make sure that the suit fits. I mean, perfect, how you want it, and we explain things to you. And certain things, I try to uh, put my expertise and say, you know what, I like how this feel, but let's bring in the size a little more because of this.
Right.
So it's a different type of way when you're dealing with different suits on how you
Mm-hmm.
wear them and where you want to wear them to and how you want to put it together and certain colors that you should.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things that men shouldn't wear to another person's wedding. Like you can't wear that. You can't. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
like you said, well, women, obviously not wearing white.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like that also with some men. Like
Yeah, I didn't know that.
that come in and they like, yo, I want to look super fly. Like, yo, I wouldn't recommend it because this is their wedding and you're there to support, not
Right. Yeah. You're right.
to look fly. My job is to make you look fly. So I don't know what that groom is wearing. What if I put something on you that's dope and now everybody's looking at you instead of the groom?
The groom.
It's not a good atmosphere to be in. And as for social etiquette, that's just not right. So
So you have people that come in and they're just trying to look a little extra, pretty
yeah,
much than what they should be.
yo, I want to do this. Like, where are you heading? Like, we always ask that. Well, where are you going?
Right. Yeah.
My people's wedding. You might not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, now if you want to do it, like, by all means, we gonna do what you ask us to do. But
Right.
try to style that. We want to get some more females in here to kind of do that. We're looking into doing our
Mm-hmm.
a big promotions coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies who are watching, we're doing
Yes.
hopefully we'll be able to do it this year. We're going to do a Cinderella promotion. So the
Oh
Cinderella
wow. Okay.
is we're either going to get a pair of red bottoms or we're going to have
Mm.
a friend of mine. He knows how to make custom shoes. He's going to make a custom shoes. And
Um,
why we call it the Cinderella promotion is because if you come in with the gentleman or you spend, $3 to $4
mhm.
or more, we're going to give you a ticket. And that's
Mm.
going to allow you to have the opportunity on one specific day within our working hours to come in
Mhm.
and try the shoe on. So let's
That's cool.
get
Yeah.
you, a red bottom, and you come in, you spent
Mhm.
300 with us. We give you the ticket. We email you and let you know that, hey, we have on this day, you know, you got to come in between 10 a.m. 3, and that's
Right.
to be able to do it. Once we send you over the email on that day, like, come on in here and try the shoe on. If the shoe fits, of course, you can have it.
Literally, if it's
If it's not fit, no, you can't have it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Participating. So you
Yeah.
know, we wanna rock that. We had a pair of shoes that I
Hmm.
gave away at one point, and it was phenomenal. And we did the same thing.
Wow.
We
Yeah,
want to,
that's definitely different. I like that.
yeah. So we want to do that again. So you know, ladies and gentlemen, look out for the Cinderella promotion. You know,
Yes.
even the people on my live, make sure you look at it. You see,
Right.
you know,
Tell
what's up, press? Um,
'em.
uh,
Tell
we
'em.
Yeah, so you look out for the Cinderella promotion for you ladies. You know, we're gonna try to push that together
Mhm.
coming sometime for this Christmas.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, and you can always send me the information as well.
I appreciate it.
To repost that,
Right,
because
right.
that's definitely different. It's unique. So I
Yeah,
definitely want to
improve
help you out
further.
with that. And I wanted you to talk just briefly today's fashionable man, because I know you're talking about styling. What advice would you give to today's young man that is looking to go out? He may not have you there to style him, make him look fly.
I mean, I would always recommend to any man just make sure you have 3 suits in your arsenal.
Okay. Yeah.
I know some people have heard Steve Harvey say this. We kind of
Mhm.
lessen it down for us. You definitely want to have black, black, of course, like a navy blue and a gray. Those
Okay.
those 3 suits, you have the opportunity to do a lot with. You have your black, you know,
Right.
for funeral, as well as even a black tie affair. A certain way that you can change your suit to be, you know, to have that black tie affair look. You have the blue for business, and you have the gray
Mhm.
for social, you know, and you can intertwine either one of those colors. But we
Mhm.
want you to make sure, and I would give any advice, make sure you have those 3 colors. If you're unsure, please come down and see us, and we'll make sure that you get them. But you should have
Mhm.
every man should have at least those 3 colors in his closet, and that will help you get a long way.
Right.
You know the fashion now is to wear suits with sneakers, so you know we know how to do that very well. You know, always should
Yeah,
have.
that's true. Yeah, I do. Right.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
make sure that you know keep a suit on, man. It's not. Don't think it's corny or y'all have never really worn a suit, but it may be a time that you have to wear it. You know, and again, wearing a suit,
Right.
when normally when I'm going to different places, like I'm gonna have a
Mhm.
just because I never know who I may meet that may
Right. You really don't. You're
like
right about that.
can change my life. I mean, you can meet
Right.
somebody and look presentable and look good, and that person be like, "Yo, I like that
Yeah.
suit you have on," not knowing that the person that you're talking to may be a millionaire or maybe someone
Right. That's true.
to the next level. So, you know, men out there who are watching,
Mhm.
listening, you know, number one, make sure you have a suit, and two, you know,
Right.
pull up your pants. Yeah, I can't do the sag.
Oh goodness.
Pull up your
The fact that you even have to say that is just
pants.
like, come on, man.
You know, and for ladies, I must say, like, you ladies got to do better with that,
Yeah,
because you allow these guys to approach you with their
they
pants
do.
behind. Like, you know, it speaks volumes on the man, and it speaks volumes on the woman. The man, you know, because like that's how you
Yeah.
put yourself, and the woman, is that the type of man you want? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that
Hmm.
you're less than a man by having your pants, but yo, think like, you know, what type of man do you want to deal with? Do you want the dude that has his pants hanging off his behind? And yeah, he's a hard worker, he can be a good guy, but
It's just, and you would never know that because you're looking at his appearance.
right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man or woman. You don't want to personally probably work with somebody who's walking around with his butt out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
see so many guys that are in, you know, like it's
Mm-mm.
like it's I don't know. I where was I at?
Mhm.
Where did I go eat? I'm not gonna say that because this may get out. But I was at a place in Newark, right?
Yeah.
I went,
Hmm.
I went to get something to eat, and the guy is a manager with his pants like sagging. He's consistently pull them up. Like it costs
Mm.
$10 to go get a belt, dog. $5. You go get a belt and keep your pants above your waist to where you're not looking sloppy. You,
Yeah.
and if I was a corporate uh advisor or a corporate
Right.
executive for that chain of food that I immediately will write you up. Like,
Right. You
nobody
could.
see that. Your representation of
Yeah.
the company and how you represent yourself fixing some food or whatever,
Yeah.
it's it's dignitive to our company. Like,
Yeah.
this is what we stand on. So I need you to make sure that you pull your pants
Mhm.
up. So
Yes.
fellas, pull your pants up. The ladies are gonna respect you. You
Yeah,
like
they will.
dressing in a different type of way and start dressing with class and respect for yourself. You realize, fellas, the different type of women you begin to attract. You're not going to attract the same type of women,
No, you won't. That's true.
and when you know I didn't, because I was in a rush, but you you kind of, somebody hit me,
Yeah.
did you pull them to a side and say something? But in that
Hmm.
setting, some people may not be appreciative to that. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't in the
Yeah.
place or in that type of atmosphere where you can say
Hmm.
something. But even with women, like, when you start to see these people, you see these young men, it's like you allow them to approach you like that. Like, I know a few women
No, I
South
never cared. Mm-mm.
that they'll be like, you got your pants hanging down. It's like, yeah, nah, you can't even. Don't even talk to me. It's
It looks bad, and you could be it could be a good man, hardworking, but like you said, that right there can actually be a turn off. That she won't see that.
right, like, fellas,
Yeah.
like self care is amazing for men. Like, bruh, go get it. So, like, I'm going to. I got an appointment to go get a haircut and a facial on Friday. Like,
Right. That's right.
keep myself
Yeah.
like,
And
don't.
that's I actually had to ask another question. How do you make, excuse me, how do you make time for yourself, and what do you do for self care? And you just said it before I even had a chance to post the question.
I definitely, for self care,
Yeah.
definitely go get a haircut. I get a
Right.
facial. I get massages. I get my nails and my feet done. You know what I'm saying? I just keep myself up. I want to make sure that what
Hmm.
I'm doing is a reflection of a mirror. When people see me,
Right.
what do you see? And I don't want them to see a rugged dude. Like, of course, fellas, I know you have days where
Yeah.
get a shape up. You know what I'm saying? I got a hat on. Like, I need a haircut now. However,
Hmm.
Friday morning, I'm getting tightened up. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a facial. I'm getting a massage.
Hmm.
I'm going to get a manicure because those things are how I want.
Right.
And when you look at, like, these women,
Because
they have the money to do all this. But
right.
you have to take some time for self-care. You have to make sure that you keep your spirit right. You have to make sure, fellas, that you go out and you get your mental right. Take some time for yourself to clear
Hmm.
your mind mentally. As black men,
Right.
we have
Oh
so
yeah,
many
definitely.
crowding on our shoulders. So, like,
Yeah.
you do that, but I take time and I try to do it at
Hmm.
least every other month.
Hmm.
I take one day and I do full self care. So that means
Okay.
in the morning, I'm going to get my haircut. I'm leaving there,
Hmm.
my facial. Leaving there, going to get my nails and feet done. Leaving there, and I'm going to a massage. To get a massage. And yes, a little,
Yeah.
but after spending them 4 or 5 hours just doing stuff for yourself, I
Mhm.
do that, and then depending on the day, I would either go to Hoboken or Jersey City, stand by the water, or I go to the beach and I just clear my mind. I
Yeah,
have
I hear a
morning.
lot of men saying the water and the beach is my boyfriend Tyrone. He's all about being by the water because it actually is peaceful for him.
It
And
is.
I hear a lot of black men, and I'm seeing more black men, and you just mentioned it, wanting to go by lakes, by the beach,
Right,
by the water to
right.
clear their minds, and it feels good and it's nice and relaxing.
Yeah, I love water. Like, I'm a whole fish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love water. Um,
Hmm.
like, I have to say, me and my ex, one of our greatest dates that we had was by water, and it was,
Mm.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, me personally, I just love being by water. It's I mean, that's a whole nother conversation, but it's just something about water. For
Mm.
It's just peaceful.
Right.
I can be there by myself. That is my where
Yeah.
I'm at. I'm at water, especially if I go to the beach. Uh,
Hmm.
and I'm there. Either I'm going very early in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, or
Hmm.
I'm going when the sun is coming down. Not a lot of people on the beach, and I'm sitting and that is honestly my time to really talk to God. I pray, you
Okay.
know,
Yes.
into my word a little bit, and I cry, you know. Yes, I cry. I'm a whole grown man, but I cry.
Yeah.
I cry. You
I know
know, I
that's
say
right. Yeah.
all that. I let all that emotion
Mhm.
out, and I make sure I'm good. And even with some men, I don't know why a lot of men have the stigma to where you can't go to therapy. I'm in therapy. I love it.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
new
in therapy myself every week.
right. It's a
Yeah.
new outlet. You just take that time and you just have to take care of
Hmm.
yourself. So, I
Yeah.
employ of the men to make sure you take care of yourself and
Yes.
love who you are. Love where you're going, love how
Right.
you
Right.
are
Exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
I think more and more, especially in this season where I am, I love myself. I just love
Yeah.
who I am.
And I'm
So
so happy to hear you as a man saying that, because we always see women preaching about self-care and the stuff that you mentioned, getting facials and massages and your feet and nails. This is stuff that women, are that it's just something we just do naturally, for the most part, and it's accepted. But now the fact that more men are doing it, men of color are doing it, is, I think, it's a beautiful thing. I wish more men would actually take the time to do that. They spend
yeah,
money on everything else. Why not
right.
take care of yourself?
You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
So man, get out there, get you a massage, man. Go over to Soho, get in the
He's
pool
like,
and get
oh, Soho. Yeah, Soho, definitely. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I'm glad you brought that up, because more men need to hear other men admit to that, and crying as well, and going and to the beach and praying that it's okay.
it is. It is.
There's
And you just
nothing negative about anything you said.
right. You just have to do it. Do it once or twice. It takes 21
Right.
days to start a habit. So just continue to
Hmm.
take care of yourself, man. Take care of your mind and your spirit and your heart.
Yes,
Take care of yourself, because when you take care of yourself, you can begin to take care of our women, and
that's
take
right. We need y'all.
yeah, you got to be love your
Right.
woman and communicate with her and
Hmm.
love her like I'm single now, but I've told myself where I am mentally is the next woman that comes into my life, or however God proceeds it to happen. I'm literally going to love the hell out of her.
Yeah, I
And
believe it. Yeah.
be able to just shower my woman with all of me, but it takes time for
Hmm.
you to go and nurture that and know who you are as a person.
Right. Before we go, I want you to share what I call on the Q tip. It can be another self care tip. It could be something regarding media production or menswear, whatever tip you would like to share for the viewers tonight.
Um, if I could leave you with something, it would be something very simple, and it's a quote that I've repeated on here before. Having
Mm-hmm.
God first and no limitation is your guide and direction to extraordinary
Mm.
success. Men, women, keep God first. Allow Him to lead, walk
Yes.
with, talk with Him. Have those moments where you cry. Have those moments where you are upset. The best moments that you can
Mm-hmm.
give God praise is in the moments when you're hurting. So praise Him when you're hurting. Shout
Yes.
when you're going through. Give God that time. And I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, when you let God lead your life, the Bible says that a man's steps are ordered. When you gotta allow God to order your steps, it's a different type of ball game. So allow Him to
Mm-hmm.
order your steps, and remember, there's no limitation. You have no limits. What limits are
Right.
you? Want to be a millionaire? Let's go get it. Prepare yourself to be a millionaire. Dress like a millionaire. Talk like a millionaire. Read some books. Do some research. Take
Yes.
so if I can give a Q-tip for you
That's
men,
right.
repeat it again. And if you tag it, make sure you tag me. Give me my credit
That's
for my
right.
quote. It's my quote. Having God first and no limitation
Hmm.
is your guiding direction to extraordinary success.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
You bet.
Very, very important to hear that. So, like you said, people, if you're going to use it, make sure you tag
Yes,
him in it, hashtag him, put his name in there.
please.
Don't be stealing his quote. I'm sure he appreciates you resharing it, but just give him his
Hey,
credit.
show me a little love. Show me a
A
little
little love. So what's next for you? What do you have coming up?
So right now we're really like in grind mode. I'm actually
Hmm.
in school. This is my last semester at Rutgers Newark, so I'll be getting a bachelor's degree in video production.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
what's next
That's
for
amazing.
is we by next year we want to really put some effort in. I did my first film last semester, but I've remade
Mm,
it. So I have two
wow.
films. The big projects are going to be in January. We're going to drop two films and
Yeah.
start casting and recasting uh,
Mm.
films. The first film is called Perception, and the second film is called Communion. So
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
myself, I actually had the opportunity. I wrote those two, and we just did the edits. We're still doing the edits on Perception. So Lord willing, by next year we're going to walk into um, doing some films and just
Right.
clientele, gaining more access to different things that we have. We just really gonna grind. But those are the biggest projects that we have starting next year. For right now, it's just a hustle. We're doing
Yeah.
different things, photo shoots. We have a fashion show coming up sometime
Hmm.
next year that we're doing with that we're putting together with a local fashionista of herself. I'm not gonna tell you her name. Y'all gotta wait till y'all
Okay.
see
All right. You ain't gotta say.
we have a fashion show coming up soon.
Yeah.
Looking for models and different things for that. And for the menswear side, we have a
Hmm.
great sale right now. Right now, we're trying to open up for next year. So all of
Okay.
the things that we have that are in store only are $100. So come down
Okay.
here, free
Okay.
suits off the rack. We have suits that
Hmm.
you can order as well. But we're preparing for next year. So that's what we're doing. Preparing for next year. For Angel Light
Hmm.
side, as far as menswear you, we're preparing to get into more of our schools. If you have
Hmm.
if you work in the school system, we want to come to the school and we want to make sure that you guys don't have to come to us. So meaning that
Right.
when you come to your school, you have a scheduled night. We'll bring out some try on pieces that you could try on. You could try on. You could do a rental at the school with us on site. Also be able to do styling and everything on site, meaning you won't have to
Hmm.
go all the way to Linden if you don't want to. Menswear you will come to you.
Okay. That's right. I'm happy to hear that. Like that you guys will, offer to come to people. Because
Thank
people love to say that, well, I can't get to you. Well, no, we're gonna
you.
come to you.
Yep,
You'll
for
come
all
to
high
you.
schoolers, anybody
Yeah.
if you need a service and you have a group of people that want to come, we're there. We come
Yeah.
to
And how can people link with you? I know you mentioned a website before, but if
you.
you can mention them again for viewers.
Perfect. If you need any of our media services, videography or photography, and a few other things, we do have some other portions that are being created now. But if you need
Hmm.
videography, photography, feel free to go online. You can check us out at www.angellightproductions.com, which is all one word. Angel Light,
Hmm.
light is Lite, not Light. Angellightproductions.com. You can hit us up on Instagram at Angel Light Productions, all one word. Those are the links for Angel Light Production. If you need to get styled or you want to get right and you want to get fly, for whatever it is, male or female, no matter
Hmm.
who you are, you can come down and get fly with us. You can go to Menswear Unlimited. It's on Instagram.
Hmm.
You can check us out on our website, menswearunlimited.com. You can check us out on Facebook as well as Menswear You. So please, those are all of my networks. If you want it, come see me. I'm sure she tagged us on Instagram. All my Instagram
Yeah.
followers, please tag me. I always follow back. I always show people love. So
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, show me love, and I'll definitely show it back because I think it's important for us to do that and support each other and promote one another. That's the only way I feel like we're really gonna uh, grow and prosper,
right.
and get to the next level. Well, that's all the questions I had. I think we went through, a lot. We talked about a lot of different things. So I
Dope.
just want to tell you, I appreciate you coming on, having your Instagram live and being on and sharing, your knowledge and what you've been working on. Like I said, it's been a while since we interacted, and I saw you on, my Instagram, and I said, let me reach out to you because I think it's important to stay in contact, especially with good people.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And make sure y'all all please support her, support
Yes, thank you.
Qadriyyah. Make sure y'all lock into her, Watch this podcast. Give her some likes. Even if you ain't watch it, hit the like button.
Yes, like and share. Yeah, I appreciate everything on the Q Productions. So
for
yes,
on the Q Productions, of course, all her socials. Make sure y'all lock in, please. Please show this young lady some love. She started a long time ago and she had a vision of making it plain. So please allow it to happen.
Yes, thank you. I'm like you back, back from high school on. I've always been into television and production and radio and all that. So I definitely understand where you're coming from.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. But I definitely wish you the best. I already know you got so much success, ahead of you, Amir. And again, I want to thank you for coming on tonight. And for the viewers, I always say, I know I love to say this, but keep sweating yourself to a healthier self. So.
Dig it. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
We'll definitely meet up and see each other again.
Yes, we definitely will. All right, you guys, have a good night. Stay blessed.